Your Excellency, this money is 100 million shillings for the bursary fund.
And also, and it is a great day to Korondile sub-county today, whereby it has never happened a bursary which has been launched in sub-county other than Korondile. That is a golden opportunity what the Wajeer County government is doing. First, I want to congratulate and to give a very, very respect to Wajeer County government to what is doing, because it has never happened in all sub-counties whereby bursary is being launched in Korondile. Today is an history, and that one we are much giving thanks to the county government of Wajeer.
Korondile Secondary School to launch the 100 million bursary in our school. We will not take this for granted. We are very honored, Governor, for your presence. I think you're the first governor to be present in this school. We will not forget this. This will go into history of this school.
Before I talk about the bursary, I want to comment on this. This one, it says the bursary, launch of bursary, 100 million shilling. What we are expecting and new was 60 million shilling. It was raised to 100 million shilling. Thank you, Your Excellency. I was thinking not to come actually. This time they say if it was the bursary is 60 million, and the number of students we know, then we say there's there's no problem. So that was one thing.
Your Excellency, thank you. The 3 years we were in the assembly, we used to factor this budget in the assembly, especially the ADB, and we have never seen 100 million for the bursary. This is the first time. Congratulations, Mheshimiwa. Sidda sano assembly joogni. Maana walba assembly waa marin jirnay. Ninka majority leader no weyn. Marka waxa la qadab la si ay liya maantii oo ku jirto. Laakiin marka la soo kacay gooni u shoorina wixii lagu bedelo waa qaweyn. Maanta oo koow ah bursary aan aragna markoo 60 koris. Waxaan kaloo ka codsanaynaa supplementary and as good darted, however is for you, whether it's 20, whether it's 10, so that it will be 120.
These committees, I hear sometimes you say we are fearing blames and we want to give everybody money. That's not practical. Please be critical, find out the poor student and give money. Instead of giving 3,000 because you want to please everybody. That is not the purpose of bursary. We are going to give you a criteria, a guideline to follow. Please adhere to that and keep the time frame. When we tell you sit on Thursday so that this money which is required in our institutions reaches them very fast.
Form 1 to Form 4 in Wajeer High School. And I want to give you a little of my history. My brother was a Form 2 when I was a Form 4 in Wajeer High School. He was a Form 2 in Sabule. And he dropped because of fees. When I excelled in Wajeer High School, I went to Mo University, stayed there for 4 years, and was absorbed in Sabule as a teacher in 2001. So I looked for my brother who dropped in 1994, brought him to Sabule, and attained a B plane in 2006, and was admitted to University of Nairobi, where he graduated with a BA in economics. And again, my younger brother, when I was a first year in the university, was admitted to Wajeer High School. He's called Harun, a classmate of the governor. So he was admitted to Wajeer High School. He could not go to Wajeer High School because of lack of fees. I pleaded with him to repeat Kutula Primary, why he accepted after 2 months, and again get admitted to Wajeer High School. So I had to again struggle to pay his fees from my boom in the university, the small money we were getting. So the third one dropped out, but I was not able to help him. And unfortunately, he has not finished his KCSE in any school. So that's why I'm saying I am passionate about it. And when I hear that the budget distribution, there's inequality and inequity, it pains me. And this comes to the ward, bursary committees, and our MCS. I plead with my MCS because it's an election year. Please let us be fair enough. Don't meddle with the bursary committee activities. That's a special appeal I'm giving. Our ward committees, I know you may be, I don't want to say, I know our MPs will not meddle with such a small thing because they have the constituency fund, Professor Omar. But for the others, kindly let us be fair enough for these young boys and girls. And then one interesting thing about our community, the way our community has evolved. In 1984, there was a drought, and Red Cross brought some food to Kutulo. I was our standard 2 child. Very few people, despite the hunger that was there, very few people were going to pick the relief commodity for fear of being stigmatized. But now it's opposite. We have rich people applying for bursary. It's very unfortunate. So I really don't know what, I don't understand what's happening. I don't want to mention names, but when I was in school, the people who are bringing bursary forms for me to sign at day school, where the fees is 12,000 in a year, is very unfortunate as a community. I don't know where we are going. So I want to appeal. Apply, to be humble is not a crime, but it's a crime to apply for bursary when you are able. I want to say that. It's very bad. So the principal, kindly work with your students and your teachers to identify those who are very needy. Otherwise, it would be very unjust for us to distribute 100 million. I always said, and I want to repeat, 100 million is more than adequate for needy students in Wajir County. But we are doing what we call blanket distribution, which is not fair enough. And the reason is the culture and the attitude of our parents and our community. If you are able to pay for 30,000 in a year, kindly, I'm appealing to you wherever you are in Wajir, don't apply for this bursary. This bursary belongs to the needy and the poor.
Hashim Musa Yusuf, the Honorable MP from Wajir South, Professor Omar, our former Assistant Minister and former MP for this constituency, Mheshimiwa Gabo, our former Deputy Governor, Mheshimiwa Abdul Hafid, and the other CECs here, the majority leader of the County Assembly of Wajir, and all other accompanying MCS, the sub-county administrator and his team, the bursary committee led by my brother Mzee Ali, the principal of Korondile Mixed Secondary School, the students of this school, other guests accompanying us from Wajir, the people of Korondile town. Assalamu alaikum. It gives me great pleasure to join you here today to officially launch the bursary, County Bursary Fund 2021-2022. I'm sure this is an event we have all been looking forward to, because it did not happen for the last, I think, 3 years. As was mentioned by the chair, as was alluded to by the chair, Education Committee, Honorable Mukhtar. I think from the inception of devolution, the following funds was distributed to students. It was first dispersed in 2014-2015, and 30 million Kenya shillings was distributed to our students. And slightly over 3,000 students benefited from that fund. In 2015-2016, that is the following year, 70 million Kenya shillings was distributed. 2016-2017 equally, 100 million was distributed. And since we came to office, I think only the second year, which was 2018-2019, 82 million Kenya shillings was also distributed. So from 1920 and 2021, I think this is the third year that students in our schools do not receive any bursary from the county government of Wajeer. Considering the poverty level in our population, and considering the current drought that is ravaging our people, we felt it wise that we give 100 million for bursary in this financial year to cater for the fees of needy students in secondary and university education. This will be distributed to all the 30 wards, and definitely there will be a percentage that will be kept aside for those with the special needs, like the orphans, the disabled, and the very, very needy ones. I agree with the DG and the others who spoke before me that this is not meant, and it will not be given to everyone in our schools. It is meant for the needy and the poor. I think bursaries and scholarships did not start now. The DG was ahead of me in school, but I was not a beneficiary of any scholarship. Why? Because I didn't need it. So I think these bursaries should only go to those who need it. And this is a very direct message to the ward bursary committee and the ward administrators who will be overseeing this. If the money that will come to Korondili ward is given to those students behind us here, it will not be enough for them. But if you select only the needy and the orphans, I think it will, it will be enough to cater for the studies in this school. So please and please, let's give the opportunity, this opportunity to the needy to study. This money is not meant for everybody. And one other thing I want to add is, we heard the principal very well. We have very many orphans among the students we have here in this school, as per his words. We want him to share the names of those, so that at least the support we will give to this school, because we launched the bursary here, we will take care of only and only the orphans ones from the affirmative percentage that will be meant for specifically such students, such needy students.